all my favorite people. Today I want to talk to you about everything I made so far this year, doing crochet, and a little special something that I will talk about a little bit later in this video that I'm very proud of. And after that I will show you everything that I want to make, so my new plans, and I definitely need some advice there and would love your opinions. So take a seat, grab a tea and enjoy this video. First of all, I dropped a pattern this month, so I made a lot of these tops, 4 of them to be exact. It is a shirt top with a button opening in the back, and what I really like about this pattern is that it fits really nice because it's sheared so it fits your body like really nice. There's an option for short sleeves and no sleeves, and also what I really like is that what I really wanted to add when you search for shirt top tutorials, then most of the times it's just a few rectangles and then you sew it together and we call it a day. But I wanted to add shaping at the neck and shaping at the arm so that it really is a blouse that fits your body and not just a rectangle. So that is something that I wanted to keep in mind. And I also really like the ruffle part. So this one I made in a light cotton fabric, more for maybe fall, but also a few colder spring days. This was a sample from a vintage curtain, but it also turned out really well, so I'm just going to wear this anyway. And this is a white one, which is really cute for spring. And then I made this one for winter. It's a thicker wool cotton blend, and this is also a lighter cotton one, but here I was still testing the neckline, so this one is a bit hard to get over my hat, but it works and it fits really nice. I made 3/4 sleeves on here with elastic, so I absolutely love wearing these tops and I wear them a lot. What I did with this one, I had leftover fabric, so I made a matching pants. I will insert pictures of me wearing the pieces as well. So just a loose fitted pants, and you can very easily dress this up or down by chilling in these pants or adding accessories, a bag and the top, and then necklaces, earrings, and then it looks actually kind of chic. Okay, then the next thing I made is headscarf with a tie detail, and this was the first free pattern I made, so I wanted to test what it's like to do that and how it works with downloading, making it PDF and all those kind of things. So I really wanted to do that with an easier free pattern, and then you tie it around your head like this. I will insert a picture, and it's really cute. It's for winter, so I'm not going to wear it in spring anymore. I have a lot of jackets without a cap, so this is very nice for when it's a bit rainy. This was my first make of this year. It's the wavy collar blouse, and I'm obsessed with this. This fabric I got gifted from my old sewing teacher. It's a vintage patch sheets, and it had these details, and I just knew that they had to go at this spot on the collar, and I think it turned out so cute, and I wear this a lot. It's a bit thicker cotton, so it might be a little bit warm to wear underneath jackets in spring, but after all it turned out amazing. I also made this one in this fabric for my mom, her birthday, and she liked it as well, so it's a great pattern. Then the next thing I made, I have phases of making a lot of tops or making a lot of pants, and I'm definitely in my top phase. And I know that there's not a lot of variations because I made 4 of the same tops, but to be realistic, that is what I made this year. I made this wide leg brown linen pants, very high waist, simple, just a long pants. And what I wanted to do with these pants is add curves here, so waves to the side seam, but it ended up not working out, and I really want to make a pattern for my next pattern that I want to release is a pants, and then with the wavy edges, so I still have to figure out how to do it. So I ended up just making a regular brown linen pants with elastic waistband from this fabric, which I wanted to do anyways. And then I have an upcycle project that I made. Really love this upcycle. It's very easy. The only thing you need is fun buttons that you can, maybe thrifted or got gifted somewhere, or you get them from pieces you don't wear anymore or pieces that are broke. So a variation of different buttons. And then a old big blazer. And what I did is I put the collar up like that, and I closed the lapel, I don't know. And then you get a jacket that looks like this, and I also cropped it. So I made it shorter. It looks really good with the different buttons, and I've worn this a lot, and I will be wearing this a lot in this spring because it's the perfect in-between jacket, and because it's an old blazer, it has just a nice shaping over the shoulder and yeah, everywhere. So I did that as well. And then for crochet pieces, I made this bag, which I thought was really fun. I do have to say that I made a lot more bags, but this is the one that I was very excited about. I made it with a lot of fringe pieces, and I've been wearing this one a lot as well. That is what I made. Crochet bag, more crochet pieces. I made three of these crochet hats, but I couldn't find the last one, but I will insert a picture. This orange one, which I might add beads to the bottom, and I think this is going to be very cute in summer. And I also made a black one. This is a bit different one, a bit more mesh, and I also want to add beads to this one to spice them up a little bit. So that is what I crocheted, and I also crocheted this jacket. Well, actually I just finished putting on the buttons, but it's also something that I now can wear. It is with a color. It was my first time crocheting a jacket cardigan style, but it turned out really well, and I really love the color, so I'm very excited to wear this in this spring as well. And then the last thing that I made was something that I'm very happy with. I launched my pattern mastery program, and yeah, I took the first few months of this year to make the course and prepare everything, but also enroll the first students and get them to it to see what adjusting and everything in between. And it just reminded me how much I love pattern making, how much it helps with understanding it in your sewing and actually creating the pieces that you want to create, and seeing the students make what they want to make is just blowing my mind and makes me very happy that it clicks and that they now understand that pattern making is accessible and it's not that hard. You just need a good system that works and that you can rely on, because there already is going so many decision making into pattern making. So if you have a system, then those decisions become more clear for you, if that makes sense. So that is something that I made with videos, with pictures, with worksheets, with exercises, and anything that you can think about. And that is now all in my school community. Yeah, I'm opening the doors in around 2 weeks again for new people to enroll. So if it is your goal to make your own patterns that perfectly fit your style and perfectly fit your body, then make sure to book a call with me to hear more about it. We just chat about what you want to make and how I can help you with that potentially. So if that sounds fun, then click the link in the description and be the first to enroll. And I hope to speak to you then. Now let's move on to the pieces that I want to be making in the next few months, spring, summer style-ish things. Okay, so now my plans for the upcoming projects. First, this jacket, I made it a few years ago, I think 2 years ago, but I'm obsessed with how it fits. I will insert a video here to see the back, and it has pleats and everything looks so nice, and I'm so obsessed with the fit of this jacket, but I really want it in a different fabric as well. So I'm going to make one more of that. I don't have fabric for that decided what I want to use, but I have this goal to use fabric for my stash. So I will have to look if there is something in my stash that I can use for this. And the next thing I want to do is the wavy collar blouse, then without sleeves. And then I use this for the body, just a plain black. And then this is a fabric I use for the blouse for my mom. It's not enough for a whole wavy collar shirt, but only the collar from this. So this will be the bodice piece and this will be the color of that piece, and that is just a fun project that I will do in between because I already made two, so I know what to do. So it will be a very fun make for when I'm just laid back sewing. Okay, the next thing I want to do is combining the leftovers of the tops that I made. I have a little bit, not a lot, left of this, and I don't know how others sew it, but I just can't throw away small pieces. I even keep this, and I only throw it away when like the chunk of big fabric is smaller than the small one, so then it all goes away. But pieces like this is not a lot, but I just can't throw it away. I see the potential in some time in the future me needing it. I think it would be cool to combine these three fabrics and then make a layered color blouse with patchwork, with gingham, and yeah, I think it might be fun, but not sure about that. Or should I make a pants, like a barrel pants, or just a oversized blouse? So If you have ideas for this, then please let me know in the comments. I'm curious what you think about that idea, because I'm not sure. It might be cute, it might also be very not cute. Next thing I have is this lace leftover collar and cuffs, and I'm obsessed with this. This could be such a gorgeous blouse. So I will add this and then add a lot of fabric and make it a breezy blouse, and then also maybe add this to the collar. So use this, cut it open, and use this as well for some other blouses with short sleeve, long sleeves. I can play with this a lot, but I really want to use this to make a fun little blouse. This is also vintage that I got gifted from my old sewing teacher. She's the best. I'm also working on a gourd skirt. It's not done yet. So this is just a lot of panels, and I want to add a dart as well to make it even more voluminous. These are still loose, but I want to finish this to see what it looks like and how I can style this, because I think it looks really cute. I'm doubting to use this side or more this side, but if I want to use this side with the raw edges, I want to use different thread. So that is why I have been postponing this project, because I don't like the thread that I use, but I do like the idea of having the raw edges on the outside. So that means that I have to undo all the lines and do it again. But I might do it, because when I have something in my mind, I have the patience to come to that result and keep working on it until it works out. So that is the next thing that I want to finish in the next coming months. Then I bought jeans. I think when we went from skinny jeans to loose fitted jeans, I bought a few jeans. So that is way back, and they are still with me. I don't buy a lot of new jeans because buying jeans is hard, and I just invested in good jeans then. So I still wear them almost daily. But this one broke, and this was one of my favorite ones. At least the zipper broke, so I want to upcycle this in a denim gilet with a logo on it, patchwork on it, just an oversized baggy gilet, because I really like the washing on this jeans, and I can't throw it away because it has been with me for so long, and I have been wearing this for so long, and I really wasn't done with wearing this jeans, so it made me really sad that the zipper broke. And I know I can just replace the zipper, but replacing a zipper to me is like so much work that I'm like, I might as well just make a whole new garment of this, if that makes sense to other people as well. So that is the next thing. And the last thing I want to do is I want to make a set with this travel fabric. This is Deadstock that I got from a brand that had this left over, and I worked with this kind of fabric a lot last spring, summer, and I wore it a lot in summer. It's very nice to wear. It's not hot, it is breathable, it's light, it doesn't crinkle a lot, so it works well with in your suitcase and over your bikini, everything. It's really good fabric for vacation and summer. So I want to make a set with a loose fitted pants that I already made from this fabric. I'm just going to remake it, and then also a top with a flower detail on here, or a top with ruffle details, and then a high neck and a little bit of boat neck, because I really want to try a design like that, making a top with sleeveless boat neck and then just a very basic top, but then adding ruffles or that flower detail to spice it up a little bit. And I just love making sets, and this is perfect for making a set. And that are all my plans for the upcoming months. I will take you with me. I will do sew with me. I did that a few times this month as well, and I really like making these videos. I will take you through the process of designing new patterns and everything in between that. If you want to follow along on sewing, meeting new people, getting to know other girls that sew as well, make sure to join my community via the link in the description and follow me on Instagram. And I will see you next week in the new video.